Okay, everybody, take your seats, please. We're going to move on. We're going to have a skit, but Dr. James, before you come, I want you all to do me a favor, please. Everybody, take your seats, please. I know it's hard to do. Okay, everybody. She said, quiet down, y'all. I didn't say it. But anyway, I wish y'all would do me a big, big favor, okay? Don, Fletcher, can you come up here for just a moment, please? Step up here for just a moment. For those of you who don't know, this is Don Fletcher. At one time, he was a news reporter for Atmore News, but now they're no longer in existence anymore. And Don has started an online newspaper, and it's called Atmore Free Press. And when y'all do a big favor for me, I have begun a GoFundMe project for Don, because y'all, everything this man does is for free. And he, like tonight, he's here, you see him taking pictures, he's dancing, he and Russell, they're just having a great time over there. So he said, so I guess white men can dance too, can you? If they try hard enough. All right? So if y'all will, just go on to Atmore Free Press and donate whatever you can, okay? Because he needs enough money. You want to try to get to the end of the year. And he'll be, the pathway will be a little clearer for it. So when y'all do that, Atmore Free Press, because y'all, we do have a newspaper, Atmore Advance, out there as well. But it was so great we had 2 newspapers. Well, we felt like big city folks did, okay? But he is going to be strictly online. So y'all will remember, Atmore Free Press, we would just appreciate $5, $10, whatever you got, $1 million. We'll love it, okay? We won't turn it down. Thank you, Don. Anything you want to do? This sweet person. I just love him to pieces. But anyway, let's get the show on the road. As you all know, I was not supposed to be your MC, but when Barbara Poole calls, what can you do, okay? You gotta say yes. But anyhow, we are at a point now where we're gonna have an Eagle skit by Mr. Arthur James Pierce. And Arthur James and Rose Helen Robinson, they both were part of the class of 1966 and the class of 1967. One day they may tell you how that came to be, okay? I'm not telling, okay? But anyway, Mr. Arthur James Pierce, y'all, let's give him a big hand as he comes on.
When you go home, you will stay for 5 days. Oh, okay. Can we get Mr. Burger? He's a little easy. But that's so much for the skit. Let's tell you about this guy. This guy, he was born in 1917. He was born in 1917. He was in the Selma University as a theologian. And in 1947, he went to Alabama State and got his master's degree. Before he came to Atmore, he was at Wilson Hall. Wilson Hall was a school in Monroe County. He started a football team there. In 1955, he came to Atmore. Now, most of us, well, some of us was there already. Mr. Wilson, as a matter of fact, Mr. Wilson stopped me one day for calling him that. Mr. Wilson. But from 1955 to 1984, he was the principal in one way or another at Escambia County Training School. Or somebody wanted to ask, well, what did they train? They trained us to home ag, full ag. They trained us to be pilots, doctors, lawyers, whatever they wanted to do. This man, he flunked me. Hey. But the next year he came back and said, well, you want a scholarship? I got a scholarship for you to Johnson C. Smith. I said, I ain't going to Johnson C. Smith. Where is it? I said, that might be like, I don't know, Knoxville. I know my brother said he went to Knoxville and his head was always down because he was looking for pennies on the ground. But I don't know, teachers, I always thought they were rich. But I didn't know they was as poor as they were. Because after he was retired from the school, he worked another 16 years at one of the factories in Atmore. But I think we owe a lot, a debt of gratitude to Mr. Woodrow McCoy, Sr. So that's the spirit.
Remember I told y'all Dr. James was a member of the 9th class of 1966 and 1967. He came back that next year and he did graduate. And he will tell you that the reason why Ms. McCormick flunked him was really Arthur James' doing, okay? It was his fault for what he did. But anyway, he didn't commit a crime or anything. He really didn't, y'all. So I think it probably could have been resolved, but it wasn't because how many of you guys remember my brother, Bo Crenshaw? Bo Crenshaw. It was the day before graduation. He was to graduate senior high school from the senior class. And Mr. McCormick sent home. And y'all remember my mama, Miss Annie Bond? She's not that tall. She kind of snatched him by the collar. Come on, boy, we going back up to that school. And she went up there, she said, now, Mr. McCormick, now you know, my children, I've tried to raise my children the best I knew how. And he said, and he looked at my little mother, and he said, Miss Annie, Bo gonna graduate. So it was kind of the way you kind of came back here that time. But I tell y'all the truth, I was scared to death for the man. I would hear him, you know, and I was like, oh, run. But anyway, our teachers were so, I'm sorry, y'all, but our teachers were just, they had our best interests at heart. For the most part, they really did, y'all, they really did. And I know Barbara got me down here to say something about the class of 1967. And I told her that I really couldn't think of anything because y'all, you won't believe this, but for the first 13, 14, 15 years of my life, I can say now is, but God. But God. Thank you, Lord. But anyway, our teachers had our best interests at heart. And, sometimes they came down hard on us. But y'all know what? I think we all appreciate that, don't we? We appreciate that discipline that we got. Because when you look at some of them now, God bless them. I got grandkids too, okay? But it's a whole different story. But anyway, I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that alone, brother. And we're going to move on. But Arthur Jane, thank you for that, okay? That was a nice tribute. It really was. It really was. So now, let's see, guys. Where are we now? Are we down to the speaker yet? Looks like something is on here called Name That Tune. Name the tune. And then we're going to have an Eagles. Well, no, he's not here. Eagles comedy. Willie Adler. Barbara, do you have a report on him? How's he doing? Or do we know? Okay. Yes. He's doing well. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I think he had an accident, a bit of an accident, and she's saying that he's doing better. He's doing well. Okay, we're happy to hear that. But so I guess what we're going to do, name your tunes? Is that it now? Okay, who's doing name your tunes? Russell, is that you? Russell? Somebody's been walking up. For y'all who know, that's Edna McNeil Robinson and Tommy L. Robinson's son. You all know that, right?
Hello, everybody.
Represented? Okay. All right, Russell, you got it.
All right, I guess I'm trying to figure out how to cue these up, but I'm going to try to start this first one here and see if y'all can remember this one. Who can name this tune here? Hold on, let me get myself...
Can we get a prize? If we get a prize, come on. We get money? You got money for us?
I have no money with me. I might have a $20 bill. Listen.
Oh, okay, see there?
I didn't change, y'all.
All right, okay, Russell, you got it.
We're going to name that tune. Let me see, I'm going to try this one here. And then see if y'all can name this tune here. Let's see, I'm going to put it in the middle. All right, let's see. All right, what we got here? Nice one. You got the song right, but the artist wrong. Well, tight out of sight is right, but wrong artist. Not Tears of a Clown. Okay, let me play it again. Okay, thank you. Hold on now. Every time I walk around these rooms, he always appears. Awesome guy. Okay, let's see if I can find another one. Let's see. Hold on. Use my iPad. We're going to find something I know. I'm not from that era, but I was born like in 69, so I know. I heard a lot of songs. Grew up with a lot of music also. That's cool, man. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Go ahead. Okay, let me see. I'm going to try to find another tune. Let me see what we got here. Woo! Boy, let me see. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. This is good. Hold on. Raise the red dollars. Right on. Full sound. Right there. Get down. Hey, y'all ready for that? Go by Bruce's shop and get you a 45 today. I know all the Cautious problem supply was a little record for Mr. Bruce's shop. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I'm gonna find another one. I'm gonna see if I can get another one here. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look for. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find something I know y'all like. Okay. Try to find it. Okay. We got speak. Okay, here we go. We hear the song. Springs. Know your stuff there, Woo, well, let's see. I gotta find a tough one. Let's see if I can find a tough one. Oh boy, let's see. Let's see if I can find one. Let's see. Y'all might know something about this person. Let's see. Oh, here one. To the fruit. Nobody got yet? Not to the fruit. We say, Don said long tall Sally. Did you right? Long tall Sally. All right, Sally. That was okay. I know. One more. Okay, let's see. I gotta find something tough. Let's see. I can find one here. Woo, boy. Y'all working the DJ. Trying to find some tough tunes. I tell you, you know everything. She probably did a big record. All right. Here we go. We can do a concert, man. Y'all know. She ain't a lot of people know. She knows her artists. Marvin Gaye. Okay, y'all had to hire you as a DJ. All right, so ding that tune segment. That was good. You named a lot of tunes there. Hold on. I need some change. I'm gonna have to give you. You did name two. You named those two, man. Let me see. I'm gonna get you back up. All right, I'm toss it over to my co-host, Ms. Ann. Yeah, that's our radio talk.
I'm not here. Okay, guys, listen. It's been great being with you guys this afternoon, this evening. I'm going to go ahead and give the mic and turn it over to the lady who was supposed to be here in the first place, and that would be Claudette. Claudette, are you ready? You're up. Okay. Claudette McKenzie Daly. Yeah, come on up, darling. I'm going to give the mic to you. It's been fun. Y'all been so great. I love y'all. I really do. Yeah, she's here. You were so welcome. It's about time for the speaker. There was a solo one, but I don't think she's here. So I think you might have our deal. Right at the introduction, speaker Robert Richard.
Okay. Can you hear me though? No. You can't? Okay. I have it close to my mouth. Is that good? I know. Okay.
I turn it off and turn it on. Testing 1, 2. It just doesn't work. Can you hear me?
That was better.
Okay, I got a big mouth. Okay, that helps us to just teach me how to say. So anyway, yeah, it's working.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, hello everyone again. I'm Claudette McCann, and I just wanted to, I had a family emergency is why I was not here, and I had to have my sister hospitalized, quite serious, so say a prayer for Burnell. Everybody that knows me knew my little sister Verna. And I am really happy to be here, and this was an honor for me. And I'm sorry I missed the first portion of the program, so we're going to carry on from here. And I think next we have is the introduction of the speaker. Is that true? I didn't know that. I did not. Okay. All right. So we're going to have the introduction of our speaker by Robert Gresham. Yes. Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to see so many more people that see a fly around here. Have a good time. My name is Robert Crenshaw, class of 1964. 1964. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Our speaker this evening is someone I've known probably most of both of our lives. She's probably no stranger to people, especially those Curtis Street people over there, and lived on Curtis Street. But our speaker is a graduate of Tuskegee. She has held several state jobs, and just one of my good friends' little sister. We used to call her Doe May. We never pronounced it that Dodo name. We just call her Doe May. But anyway, she is here to talk to us tonight. She resides in Huntsville, Alabama now. And she is, well, we can't give you Curtis Street game because that was a bunch of guys that lived on Curtis Street who used to have to contend all the time. But without further ado, I want to introduce our speaker. She's a 1966 graduate of Escambia County Training School, and Ms. Dora Hall Jackson.
I never write a speech down because I talk from the head. So this is what I'm going to say to you. If you graduated from Escambia County Training School, you have been taught very well. You have been taught the virtues for a successful life. You are a celebrity. You are Escambia County Training School alumni. You are beautiful set people. We learn how to live and work with others. We walk with confidence but we strive with humility. We are kind. We are considerate. We consider gold. Put it that way. We love each other. We have each other's backs. We are not jealous. We support you and we push you on. Well, where did we get that from? It was embedded in us. Escambia County Training School, our parents, our church, and our community. We were taught to love each other. We were taught to support each other. And we instill that in our children and our pupils that we taught. Our teachers, like Mr. Grissom over there, he taught us to love one another. He was right there in our community along with all of the other teachers. They supported us. We did everything in our schools and in our church. If we didn't do it in the schools, we did it in the church. That's what made us, us. A beautiful set of people. Look at each other. Love each other. Never, never be ashamed of where you came from. We are proud Escambia County Training School alumni. And I'm going to leave that with you because I know you want to put these boots on the ground. So let's go home.
Thank you. First of all, let's give the speaker. I also would like to do a big favor and just give that committee who perceived of the idea of bringing us together a standing round of applause. First of all, I'd like to just express appreciation for allowing me the opportunity to come here and see all of my former alumni and alumni together one more time. I think it just was absolutely a phenomenal idea. First of all, my brother Max asked me if I would extend regrets that he could not be here tonight. And he wanted me to say that anyone who is interested in getting a copy of his book, I have his address and I have his phone number, and so he can make that happen. If you would contact me, I'm sitting over there. I'll be glad to do that. Also, little Willie McCorvey asked me if I would please extend regrets that he could not be here. You know, he's at Clemson University and they're playing a football game today. And I just want to say a word or two about Woody. And first of all, I recruited him out of ECTS to come to Alabama State University, where he played quarterback. And since that time, I don't know if you know,
Woody has been just absolutely horrendous. He served as the offensive coordinator for the University of Alabama. And I would watch him on national TV calling plays, and I would say, you know, he's from ECTS. And, you know, there's just so many graduates that came out of this little school where we were supposed to be trained, you know, we trained animals. But these teachers taught us. They didn't train us. I remember Ms. Lamar teaching Pearson product moment correlation when I was in the 10th, 11th grade. I didn't know what that was until when I was in graduate school. My roommate wrote a dissertation on Pearson product moment correlation. And I said, man, I was introduced to that in high school. And I just want to say a few other things about our teachers. The speaker mentioned them, but really, since I left Admiral, I've had a lot of great professors. Indiana University, Dr. Carl Brookwater, nationally known. The University of Florida, Kim Brewer Nunnery. Great international, phenomenal professors. The one that impacted me the most were those teachers at ECTS. You know, they were more than just teachers. They were counselors. They were mentors. They knew our names. They knew our parents. They were underpaid. They were teaching with hand-me-down books, hand-me-down buses, but they never complained. They didn't acquiesce. They cared about us. And those are the ones that impacted me the most. I grew up probably 4 or 5 miles from here in a small shotgun house with 5 brothers and sisters. And my dream really was to graduate high school, go to Detroit, get a job, come back to Admiral driving a car. But you know, those teachers said, no. So you're going to college and play college football. And so that's what we did. Early one morning, Steve Jefferson, who was sitting back there, Dad had put me and him on the back of a truck and took us and put us on a bus, and we went off to college. And I think about that all the time because, you know, what that decision impacted everything that I've done as a career. And so I will never forget the teachers. So I was down here for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and the guy who was the master of ceremony reminded me that in 1958, the Blue Devils were undefeated as a football team, and our school, ECTS, was also defeated. And he said that they would, on Thursday night, they would sneak in and watch us play, and we would do the same thing on Friday night and watch them play. And so he often wondered what it would be like if we'd all been on the same team. And I said to him, I said, you just described a microcosm of Auburn and Alabama. Their team is made up of the sons and daughters of ECTS and small black schools who were trained over the state of Alabama. So I want to end this talk by sort of reminding us, I want to borrow, since we're talking about tunes, a song that Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes recorded. I don't know who wrote the song. But it said, wake up everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking. It's time for thinking ahead. So wake up all you teachers. It's time to teach a new way. And then maybe they'll listen for what we have to say. So the world won't get no better if we just let it be. We have to change it. Who has to change it? and me. I just want to thank you again for allowing me to speak. Everybody have a good day. Thank you.
Gone, y'all, but Claudia had signaled and took me to get back up here. But listen, guys, look on your program, and you will see the school song. Okay? That is what we're going to do, and I understand from Mrs. Brissett, we are to sing this twice. Okay, we can sing it twice, okay? And Professor Brissett is going to play for us, okay? The school song. So let me ask y'all something. Y'all want to stand to this so we can let our voice kind of ring out? Let's do it, y'all. Eagle pride, and I'm just using the word pride in a good way, okay? Not a style, haughty way, but a good, because we were proud of our school and our heritage, y'all. So let's just stand, if you will, and let's let our voice ring out. Is Miss Haston over there? Is she still here? Did I say Haston? Did I pronounce it right? She said, but I want her to kind of do the lead. Sometimes you need like a lead person. And is she gone? Well, Sister Gwen said, you go. You go for it, girl. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. I'd like to thank this, first I'd like to thank this pool, because I've been doing this for about 5 or 6 years, and somebody came up here and did my shift. But that's all, we're going to work that out. First, I want to say congratulations to Mrs. and Mrs. Boker that got married. I want all of you that came a long way just to be here today. I hope all of y'all have traveling grace on the way back home, and to James Fry on the way back to Detroit. Okay, this is my cheer. I need y'all to holler with me. You could take a little rooster and you could sit him on the fence. As he holler for the other team, he ain't got good sense. You take that same little rooster and you him on the fist. If he holler for the Eagles, you know he got good sense. 2468, who do we appreciate? Who do we appreciate? Thank you all very much.
Let me see now. Barbara's giving me a signal that we've had more people to come in. Remember, we had that head count was 41. But y'all, we need to do another head count so we can get it ready because they want to know how many people they do need to prepare for. So if you guys don't mind, one more time. Look, if I can stand up here and MC, y'all can raise your hand and let's get a quick head count, okay? I wonder, do we need to do like the teachers used to do the kids? Sound out, 1, 2. Y'all want to do it that way so we can get a good count? Okay, we're going to start to my far left in the back. And we're going to bring it this way. And then we're going to start this way and go back to the back. All right, count off in the back, way in the back. To my left, far left. This is your left. Okay. 2, 3, 4,
5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, we got 15. Okay, let's go back this way. Come on. Come on, this table. All right. 16. Okay. 17. All right. 18. All right, let's go. Okay. 19. All right. 20. You're hit 21. You're hit 21. Going once, going twice. All right. All right. Did we get this one? 22. All right, about 21. 22. All right. 23. All right. We're over here. Who's got 23?
Can I do it? Let me just point at everybody and make them say for
Okay, hang on one second. Hold on. Give it, y'all.
what we count? People that going to eat.
Okay, I'm 22. Let's just take it on back. But anyway, okay, let's hold it at 22. Let me just say this. Okay, let me say this. There are some folks who don't know what we're doing. This is for to eat at Next Kitchen on tomorrow afternoon after church. You know, when you get out of church, just come on over to Next Kitchen because some of us get out of church before others do. So just make your way to Next Kitchen, okay? You know what Buster's Old Restaurant used to be? It's in the back. It's in the back of Buster's Old Restaurant. It's now Next Kitchen. Okay, black on, okay? So I was 22. Somebody told me to just round it off at 50 and be done. And be done. Let's round it off at 50 and be done. Okay. Thanks for that suggestion, Miss Price. That was Miss Price. No, that was Miss Price. Round it off.
introduce you to the co-author, my daughter, Rain January. The book is dedicated to Mr. Grissett and to our beloved Dr. McBride, who recently passed. As you all know, many of us, we wouldn't be here, have the educational accomplishments that we have if it wasn't for them. And that is one of the reasons why the theme is that teachers are the designers of the mind. The reason that the book is called The Storyteller is because the book is about us, the stories that we tell, the things that have happened in our lives, the things that we can teach our children and our children's children. So because it's about us and it's a community project, I said, well, why not just call it The Storyteller? I want to recognize the people as we get started. My husband is here, William German. I have to recognize my friend from life, who is here from Boston, Massachusetts, Brenda Faye Robinson Harley. We went to Alabama A&M together. A little bit of history. We left going to Alabama A&M in Bishop Lowndes' big old station wagon. We started and we finished together, so God bless. The advisors for the book were Ann Powell, Barbara Poole Harris, Sandra Davidson Gray, and Harold Daly. Would you please stand? Because we couldn't have done this without you. Special recognition goes to Ms. Barbara McCoy of the Atmore Historical Society, and she's responsible for the landmark that we have for the training school. She provided so much valuable information. And to Sherry Digman, who is of the Atmore News, who recently retired. Personal encouragement. You know, sometimes people don't realize that they're making a difference when they're speaking to you without even noticing it. Eunice Johnson, if it wasn't for you, this book wouldn't have happened. Thank you. Now, what you're going to find with this book, we wanted this book to not just be a book that, okay, I spent my money and I read it and okay. We wanted this to be thought-provoking, captivating. You would look at it and say, oh, what do you think about that again? I read something that was really exciting for me, noticeable. And so we took the time, because we're both tech gurus, we put a lot of AI design in it. We like pictures. We like poetry. The Oxford family loves poetry. So you're going to have poetry in there, messaging, like I said again, pictures, just a lot of things that we think that will really resonate with the community. And because it is a community project, we didn't just want to sell the books, we want to give back to the community. So we established scholarships in Mr. Grissett's and Dr. McBride's name, and we're going to take a portion of the book sales, and going forward, we are going to have those scholarships given out at the Escambia County High School. We're hoping that this is going to sell. We think it'll sell. It resonates very well. We've been sending out just feelers with people, having them read portions of the book to say, how does this, resonate with people? And we think it comes across well. And so again, dedication to Dr. Ulysses McBride. Mrs. McBride couldn't be here. We are going to present Dr. McBride's book to her tomorrow morning at her home with Valerie. And right now we're going to do this with Mr. Grissett. And we're going to also have a video for you all to look at. Now the video, we could only cut it to about 7 minutes because we had so many people that participated. The book ended up being really double the size that we thought it was going to be. And so for you that got the book for $25, you got a deal because that's going to be $35 because it's double what we thought it would be, because we have double the participation, and we kind of went up on certain things with it, just the design, the print quality that we use. We will be putting it on Amazon and Kindle going forward. And because we do, like I said, we do plan to market this book, we're relying on Harold Daly to help us. We are going to be registering it with the U.S. Copyright Office, especially because of the AI design. Okay, so here we go. And the books are available. We have them here. Right, thank you, Randy. We're going to be giving them out right after the program. Randy, show the program. She's ready to do the video. Please bear with us for 7 minutes. Just 7. Mr. Griffith? On behalf of the ECTS Golden Eagles Nation, we thank you and our beloved Dr. McBride for everything.
I am honored to graciously say thank you for considering me as one of the persons in your community to stand out in sending out information for the Atmore and the let's just say the citizens of the United States, because people from Escambia County Training School have gone and traveled and dwells everywhere. And we feel that this kind of contribution certainly has been a part of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
For those of you who did purchase a book, we will have them available after the program. Thank you so much.
congratulations. Okay. Okay, of course, the class of 1949 was, Mr. Willie Jenkins said that you heard him, he just, thanked us all, so we appreciate him, we appreciate you, Mr. Superstar. You're welcome, sir. And the class of 1960, Emma Johnson Thomas. Are you here again? All righty. I think what you guys are supposed to do at this time, when I call your name, are they going to tell something that happened, Barbara, or they just want to speak about their class or something? Okay. All right, guys. I'm getting my instructions for the first time, okay, so bear with me. Okay, now we're down to the class of 1965. I heard yay. Colonel Sarah Bishop Giles, is it? Giles, okay. All right. Good to see you. Okay, what did I do now? All right, Emma. Forgive me, okay. Emma Johnson Thomas, class of 1960. You need You just heard the title of the book, Storyteller. You got something to tell us? Come on, let's hear it.
It's good to be here. Praise God. I can remember starting school at Pleasant Hill. Long time ago, a couple years ago. But we had beautiful teachers there. After leaving Pleasant Hill, we went to Escambia County Training School. And again, we had wonderful teachers. In our class, most of our class members that live here has gone on to meet the Lord. But we are thankful just to be in the land of the living right now. Our class, we had the best class in 1960. If Robert White was here, he would say the best class. Charles Rothschild was here, he would say the best class in Escambia County Training School. We did a lot of things together. We were like someone I heard say, a family. Our class were a family. We cared about each other. And then we had, the speaker was talking about the teachers that we had. They taught us well. They taught us how to be responsible individuals. We left and went in different areas, but we still learned how to be responsible individuals because of our teachers. And music department, I started with Mr. Brissett, but I could never get it. After leaving home, I did get it. But it was quite an experience going to Escambia County Training School and seeing some of the people that I haven't seen in a long time. I was just telling Jim and Steve Parker how we used to go, we were on a girls basketball team, and we used to go and play basketball. And we were champs, girls. So I thank you for your attention. Those are some of the things that I remember from Escambia County Training School.
Good afternoon and welcome. I'm so proud to see all of you. I'm Colonel Dr. Sarah Louise Fisher Giles, and most people know me as Sarah Fisher. Graduated in '65. We were the mid-decade people. '65, the revolutionary year. We were that going out. We thought we could change the world and have an impact on the world. I think we did. It was a year of Vietnam, Black and civil rights. We picked up our documents and marched on, and strive to achieve. And many of us, all of us achieve something. Whether you're father, mother, community worker, church leaders, many of you church leaders, church is where we all came from. We learned to read before we went to school. From our community schools, Springfield, Oklahoma, Springfield, wherever you were from. We knew how to read before we went to school because we had to learn the Bible, read the Bible. The church was our focus, which gave all of us the strength to persevere and to overcome so many areas. As I met my fellow Honor Society member, Dr. Hall said, we have ultimate, we have foundation. And we seize the challenge to excel and achieve and hopefully be a role model for some people. We have different opportunities. I have to be graduated at 65, like I said, the year of change, civil rights movement. So I did other things a little bit. I went to the University of Alabama. Poor little old black kid went. They weren't quite prepared for me. You know, I was a little black kid that they couldn't control. They weren't used to that, okay? But I got through. Had a few conflicts and struggles, but they didn't never have anything to get used against me because I went with a challenge. I had support from both sides of the track, which also was very good. I had teachers that said, fish before and do what you can do, girl. Other people are looking at you. And I seized that opportunity. Many of you do. Whether you went to the Air Force, a lot of the guys in our class was in the Air Force, they were defending our nation. The civil rights and the war was our government and our call to excel in the machine. And I think we all responded in some way or another. Well, like I said, whatever it was, we contributed to the society we were members of. We were citizens, and we were called to action. So remember that. March forward. Tell your children, yes, we're from Middle Atmore, and I tell people, yes, I'm Atmore, and I'm from the suburban community of Atmore called Freemanville. March forward, let's continue to serve our country, serve our nation, and be role models, and make our proud children and our parents proud. They were proud of us, so we were their children. Okay? So that made a difference. And thank you all for coming. I'm so happy to see all of you.
I would like for the class of 1966, please stand. I think some of them have left already. Class of 1966, stand. You may be seated. I'm sorry, some of them left, but I see some still here. But I would like to say today is the day that the Lord has made. And this day has been a really exciting day. It's a blessing that we are still here alive. And we thank God for being here tonight. One of my most memories of my class in 1966 of the instructor, Dr. Lucy McBride. We had this class called a government class, and we was discussing the part of the law. So he was telling us that we're supposed to do according to the law. And he said, let me give you an example. So he said, if your mother was out in the ocean and your dad was out in the ocean, which one would you save if you could save one? And of course, you know, we said our mom. He said, oh no, according to the law, you have to save your husband. And we said, oh no, he might leave us after we get him for another woman, and our whole mama would be dead. So we just went on and went on. We was very, very upset about that because we knew we couldn't leave our mother under that ocean. Thank you.
Watch yourself, Russell. and Russell co-hosts every Sunday afternoon, late afternoon, from 5:30 to 6 o'clock, called Atmore Community Impact Show. So if you ever get an opportunity, tune in, because you never know what can happen on that show, okay? It's unscripted, so we just kind of go for it. But anyway, I'm to speak on the class of 1967. And y'all see that Winnie and Travis? That's who I was, Winnie and Travis. My mom had 5 boys and 1 girl. And my daddy wanted part of his name, and mother wanted part of her name. And it was an honor to have part of my mother's name. Her name was Annie, and I became Ann. But some years down the road, I figured out, well, you know what? My dad ain't done nothing for me. Get rid of that name. So I'm called Ann now, okay, y'all? All right, but anyway, that's a little bit of family history. But anyway, I don't have very much about the class of 1967. Barbara could have chosen somebody else, because, as I said, I had a speech impediment. And all I did was study. I was a little bookworm, okay? But I did love my class under Mr. Grissett, the choir, because he told me, he said, he and Mrs. Willis both, they said, Ann, if you, now Mr. Grissett was, round your tone, you know, don't be flat, round your tone. And Mrs. Willis, you know, she was very prim and proper, and she said, and also, round your tone. Don't speak so flat. And then she told me, think the word before you speak the word. And y'all know what? That began to work for me, and I began to pray, Lord, help me. And as God is my witness, he healed my speech. And I just thank him so much for it. But the class of 1967, we are saying too, okay, we're going to beat 66. Come on, let us see it. Miss Barbara Poole, Helen Olive, and Miss Shirley Gray, and all of us. But anyway, we're the class of 1967, and that class has really kept this going, if you will. And a brother walked up here a while ago, and he said, you know, we were talking. He said, we probably need to do this reunion every 2 or 3 years. How does that sound to y'all? We can do it. Can we do it, y'all? Can we do it? Can we do it? I think we can do it. But anyway, our class, we had such a wonderful time. And I know class of 66, I think you guys, Ruben L. White, I think you all were kind of concerned about your marker. You know, they tore all of that good stuff down. But we do have it, okay? We have 1966. We have the inside of all of those markers. And one day, we're hoping that we can build a library, because some of y'all got a lot of ECTS memorabilia, right? And we're hoping that you would donate it, because I'm going to tell y'all something. Our kids, we love them to pieces, but they don't seem to care too much about it, okay? So they wouldn't want it, okay? So hopefully you can, we can dedicate it. And Patricia Daly Reynolds, okay, she knows why I'm calling her name. But anyway, we hope to do that. But we enjoyed our time at Escambia County Training School. And like I said, we can now hold our hands up, because we know Escambia County Training School is historic. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Thank you for digging into that history and finding out that we should be more proud. And when I say proud, like I said, I'm speaking proud, that word proud in a good way, because, you know, the Bible speaks against, you know, being proud and haughty. We're not proud and haughty, but y'all know our parents worked so hard to see that their children were educated and were brought up in the love and admonition of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Thank y'all so much. Now, who's up next? Patricia Daly.
Carrie Williams, and Miss Letha Walker. Miss Carrie Williams' favorite saying to us, "You're hopeless." Absolutely hopeless. You're not gonna make it. You're just not gonna make it. You're hopeless. You're not gonna make it. That's Miss Carrie Williams. You come in the morning, you say, "Good morning, Miss Williams." Go to your seats. Pull out your books, get your pencils ready. We're looking at the board. Everything is already on the board. And you're going to be quiet. You raise your hand. Put your hand down. All your lesson is on the board. Floyd, put your hand down. Evander, what was the lesson yesterday? And what did you do yesterday in class? Perry, stand up. Sit down. Yeah, be hopeless. Just hopeless. Just hopeless. I've had all of you parents through my class. All of you did well. You're hopeless. You're not going to pass. You're just not going to make it. You're not going to do it. I had your family, all of them, every one of them in my class. You're not going to pass. You fought like everything to make sure every 6 weeks you got that A in her class. And when she gave it out to you, oh my goodness, she said, "I knew you were going to do it." I knew it. You can't help but do it because of your brother passed my class. Your sister came in here with a pretty sense. But you're still hopeless. And then there was Miss Letha Walker with her shirt on in front of the class. You know, Miss Walker never did raise her voice. Have a seat. Please have a seat. Everything is on the board. You have your paperwork on the table, on your desk. Take out your pen and pencil. No writing pencil. I don't want you to use pen. All right. No cheating. I'll know if you cheat. You never could see her between them glasses. You could not see because she had no shades on. But you never saw her blink. She never blinked. She never looked. Mr. Bird knew if you cheated. Mr. Jackson knew if you cheated. Now tell me, how did Mr. Jackson know you cheated? How did he know you cheated? And Mr. McGrath, how did he know you cheated? But they knew. All of them knew whether you cheated. And let's not forget my physical education teacher, my cousin, Daisy Ghost. If we didn't laugh at her class, it wasn't physical education. But we had good teachers. We had sound teachers. They may have been funny, but I think we were more funny than they were. But we all got out. We all got an education. We all did something with our lives. And we all are here tonight. And we're celebrating ECTS because we did what a lot of them couldn't do. We were an all-black school. deep south, where they said, no blacks will ever leave. But we are what we are. And we made it with the best teachers in the country. Amen. We have doctors, lawyers. We are Escambia County Training School alumni. They said they were never going to have blacks carry mail in this country. Not in this city. David McCants proved them wrong. I came behind. We all did what we did because we had good teachers. Don't hold your head down. Hold it up. Be kind to yourself. Believe in yourself. Teach your children to believe in themselves. And be there when they knock on the door. If they come in crying and say, no tears. No tears. Teach them what the teachers, the great teachers, like Mr. Grissom, Mr. Stallworth taught us. Hold your head up. ECTS. 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 The eagles are flying high.
Okay, guys, I don't have my glasses. Who's next? Okay, Cernice Staley. Valerie. Class of 1969. She was here. She left. Okay, all right, moving on, because we got to go ahead and move this thing. Okay, class of 1970. And as you know, that was the very last graduating class from Escambia County Training School, was the class of 1967. Josie Gully, 1970, I'm sorry, I'm stuck on my class. Josie Gully, and Jewel. Hey, Jewel, haven't seen you in a long time. All right, go to it.
First, giving honor to God for all of us being here today. Escambia County Training School was actually one of the best schools in South Alabama. And out there in everybody they say it was. When they closed that school down, it hurt my heart. But I thank God that we had the opportunity to experience it. We had great teachers. We had a great principal, Mr. Woodrow McCarty. He was like no other. He was one of a kind. But I thank him for being as stern and as strict as he was. And he kept us in mind. He kept us motivated. He wanted to keep us moving because he knew that we all have that potential to do great things. And I could go back from the first grade all the way up to the 12th, but I know we'll be here all night long, and y'all look like y'all ready to go do something different. But I just thank God for the Escambia County Training School. I was trying to contemplate some things I did want to say, but when you get up here in front of a whole crowd of people, those thoughts start going like this and that. But all I can say is, this is my classmate, Josie. We had fun together. We studied together. She was a lot smarter than I was. That's all right. I made it through. And I just want to thank each and every one of you all for coming here. It's an inspiration to see all of you. It does my heart good to know that we all here looking good. God has been good to all of us. And I hope that on the next occasion, it will get bigger and better. We had a lot of classmates just passed on. And we had some that just couldn't make it tonight, but we're here. And I'm going to pass the mic to my dear friends.
I just want to say that I think Mr. McCarvey had a lot of children to be responsible for. And he was like a parent. Every teacher we had always encouraged us to be better people in the future. And the future for us is really tough. And so we appreciate all the things they've done for us. And sometimes they was like a parent. They encourage you. They know you can do better. They want you to stick to what they taught you. And Mr. Grissom, a great music teacher. And I am so proud to be a part of this, I want to say organization, but the school that I went to have, I asked him at Jewel, will he stand here with me? Because I think it was just two of us from our class. And I just want to say thank you so much. I truly enjoyed tonight. And maybe we might have this again very soon, but we're all getting much, much younger. So thank you so much.
Rainy night in Georgia. Okay. Alrighty. I'm just going to go down the list, and you guys know when you're going to be class of 1971, Thomas McNeil, class of 1973, William Clay, class of 1974, Twala Roberts Pierce, class of 1975, Brenda Reynolds Pace, class of 1978, Councilwoman Eunice McNeil Johnston, class of 1980, Paulette January German, and class of 1981, Deacon Willie Charles Johnson. So in that order, you guys come on up. Let's hear your story. Yes, sir. Okay. I tell you what, let's just let you jump in here right now. Barbara, somehow we omitted the class of 1963.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this particular time, I tell you what, really, I'm blushing because of the fact I'm just grinning down inside because this is so wonderful from what I see, all of these souls. It's not on the program, but I would just love to speak for the class of 63. However, I was at Escambia County Training School from 1955, 56, and 57. But after that, we moved back to Mobile, Alabama, and I graduated from Williamson High School from the 8th through 12th. But I tell all my sisters and brothers, I tell you what, my best time of all of my school years were in Atmore, Alabama. This is my daddy's home. I'm on my Glasgow. Yeah, I know all you have heard of Miss Willie Mae Glasgow, Miss Willie Wilde, Mamma Glasgow. Matter of fact, my daddy was the founder of Game Chapel AME Church. They built the church. And my daddy was the first pastor. But besides the point, I just want to say in Mr. Grisset's homeroom. And guess what? We had plays, and I remember some lines of the play. I remember one of the female students, and her name was Sonia McKinley, and she had to recite the poem by Edgar Allan Poe called Annabel Lee. And I remember her saying, Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. It was many, many years ago, and this came by to see better. Make men live, and you may know by name of Annabel Lee. But I just want to name some of those teachers. It's in the soul. I'll be throwing it in. Mr. Grisset, Miss Murray, Mrs. Brown, Miss Pritchard, Miss Parker, Miss Lamar, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Bird, and Mr. Bird. Hey, it was something. And the food was so good we had in the cafeteria. I remember this. Way back in 1955, 56, the cafeteria workers, the cooks, fixed Mr. McCarthy a special meal. It was cabbage and liver. I was in the office when he was eating. And that peach cobbler we had, you know, something good. Way back in 1955. Hey, I picked cotton, I picked potatoes and all that. And some people would say, man, they ain't never picked no cotton. I said, man, what you saying? Well, God created the cotton, didn't he? So what could be wrong with it? But I'm going to be through in a minute. I'm going to tell Mr. Grisset, we appreciate it. Hey, there's one more thing about Mr. Grisset that you all probably know, but I just have to tell you. All of the churches in that moment, Mr. Grisset was there to play the keyboard for the choirs, for the funerals. Mr. Grisset deserves a crown as the king of the keyboard. Love you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm through, and God bless you. Oh, I just want to say this. You know God, He shed His grace on thee, and He crowned that good. Yes, He did, in a brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Good evening. My name is Thomas McNeil, and I graduated in the year of 1971. Pure hell is what they gave us. But through it all, God put us in a position where we walked out of school with diplomas. And I see a lot of faces here that were much older than I am, but I knew them, they knew me. And I want to say, welcome home to everyone that's from out of town. And during the year of 1968, we won the state championship in basketball and football. And that was the last big hurrah for the Escambia County Training School. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is William Clay, and first graduated from BMU. You all probably don't know too much about BMU. Anyone know about BMU? Bab University. That's where Mr. Brissett, Paulette, German, we all graduated from BMU. And anyone that knows anything about Bab, they know what type of residents live in Bab. If you didn't live there, you don't come down here. Especially dating girls during that time. So, but the class of 1973, as Teddy was speaking about, we had rough there, getting right grades and all the above. But one thing that I have to say and congratulate several of my classmates, Patricia Salter Jameson, Sandra Davison Gray, and Jane McNeil. Patricia Salter was the first black female from here to run for governor. Even though she lost, she changed the tide for black women and Atmore here. Sandra Gray Davison, she ran for mayor. She lost, but she changed the tide. James McNeil, his parents created a sustainable business, and that business is still there. So we have made changes, and now we have to create a new covenant. And that new covenant came along with all the civil rights legislation people talks about in the past. See, one thing what we have to do is we have to continuously read and know our constitutional rights and everything that goes along with it. First of all, let me say this. There was no such thing as IDE, DEI, no such thing in the Constitution. Not even in the 14th Amendment. That was something that started really early. I was a manager in the post office when that came out. And we just had a little meal about once a year. All of a sudden, this DEI came up, and then they want to say it's part of the 1964 Civil Rights Act, and it's not. It's not. And my vision here in Atmore is to bring sustainable tax program to Atmore, affordable housing. Affordable housing when large companies that come to Atmore will stay in Atmore, not leave like the 4 other companies that was here. They left. Now we don't have a sustainable tax base. CDFI, Community Development Financial Institution, they stood up with Atlanta for 30 years. CDFI, Treasury Department, and look at Atlanta now. I used to drive to Atlanta in 15 minutes when I was in Marine Corps. And now, you'd be lucky to get out of there in an hour and a half, and that's on a good day. That is on a good day. And I work with Ann. She and I work together on affordable housing. Sandra Davison Gray, I work with her in her campaign. Patricia Salter Jameson, I work with her. And we all talked about the new vision for Atmore. Christ said we bring you a new covenant. So Atmore will need a new covenant. And that's what God blessed me and spares me. That's what we're going to bring to Atmore. For the generation behind us. Earlier, someone said about we're getting older. That's right. But I do not plan to fail the generation behind me. I do not plan to do that. Thank you very much.
I know that's wrong too. My name is Cynthia Hope Taylor. I'm standing in this place there of Twala, who's my classmate and schoolmate. Her husband came here on a chair to leave. So I'm speaking for the class of 74. First, I want to say I love my hometown. I live in Montgomery, but this is home, and I speak of Atmore all the time. started school in 1960. My mother's Wilsie Holt. My great aunt was Ellen Wesley, who was a school teacher out in Robinsonville. And my uncle was Charlie Wesley, who used to drive the buggy and sail the circle. So I started school in 1960. First grade teacher was Hunt. Second grade teacher was Ellis. Third grade teacher was Steinberg. Fourth grade teacher, Miss Wallace. Fifth grade teacher, Miss Pritchard. No, fifth grade teacher was Miss Bradley. And sixth grade teacher was Miss Pritchard. I was in Miss Starwood's class in November, and she began to cry. We didn't know why she was crying, but we found out when I got home. President Kennedy had been assassinated. We were sitting in her classroom that day, and that was the day that I'll never forget, because she and the other teachers began to cry. And we found out later the reason why is President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. That was something that stood in our mind. The next thing that stayed in my mind, I made it to the 6th grade. There was the freedom of choice that took place in Atmore. I was not in that pilot group that went across the track. I was in that second group. I filled out the papers indicating I wanted to go across the track. But I changed my mind. And instead of going across the track, I came back, went to Escambia County Training School with the 7th grade class. Mr. McCarvey called me in the office and set me down. And he said, Cynthia, you are on road to be at the junior high school across the track. I said, I don't want to go. I changed my mind. He said, no, you can't change your mind. You have to go. I cried in his office, and he told me it's going to be all right. He said, I'm going to let you stay and spend the day at the school. That was in the 7th grade. I had Miss Mosley and other 7th grade teachers. The following day, I had to go across the track to the junior high school. When I got to the junior high school, I went into the classroom and met the teacher. I sit in that room until it was time for those students to come in. When those white children came in that classroom, I was the only black child sitting in that classroom. Later on, Eleanor Fisher joined the group. John Thomas joined the group. Some of the others was already there. But when I got there, those white children saw me, it was like, you could hear a pin drop. The experience I had there was so different from the Escambia County Training School. You walk down the hall, they would hold their nose. What do I smell? I smell a nigger. That's how they treated us. It was, I said, oh my goodness, but it made me strong. It made me strong. We stayed there for 2 years, me and my sister. You go in the cafeteria, sit down with them to eat, they would get up and move. You go to PE, they would not hold your hand. They want to, in order to hold you, they do this right here. They didn't know any better. They were taught this. But I was there for 2 years, 7th grade, and I repeated that year at the junior high. After that year, I went back and I passed. When I told Mama, I said, Mama, I do not want to go back. I got to go back to the training school. So my sister and I went back the following year. But when I went back, I had to join the class of 74. I was kind of scared. I said, oh my goodness, my 73 classmates are going to be a year ahead of me. And I said, oh Lord, I was just so, I wanted to go back, but I was a little fearful. But when I got back, I joined the class of 74 and became a part of the class of 73, but the class of 74, but the class of 73 is in my heart. And that was the experience I had. I loved the Escambia County Training School. I did that 1 year. Mr. McCormick made the announcement that we were all going to go across the track the following year, which put us in the 9th grade. We graduated in 74, and I thank all of my teachers, especially Ms. Starwood. They made me strong. Going across the track made me strong. And I just want to thank you for this opportunity. I love you. Atmore, hooray, hooray.
It's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight, to the Escambia County Training School, Ms. Barbara Poole, and all of you all, you respond to places, restricted places. I have Ms. Tara here. Is there any more 7 to 8 here, class of 7 to 8? Anyway, me and Tara, we are the class of 7 to 8. And I just want to make it brief. Ms. Dora Hall, live right across the street from them. I know the struggle.
And from Miss W.T. Hall all the way down to Miss Gussie Bryan, we had a community. I just want to make it short. When you know the struggle, when you in that community back in that day, it was all about community. It was all about what she said, love. We probably had 2 TVs in the community, but they shared their TVs with us. To bring up where we at now, the teachers, I remember the principal, Mr. McCarvey and Mr. Grissett. I remember our teachers, back in that day we had Ms. Odom, we had all those type of teachers, they cared about their community. And I just want to say, their upbringing brought me to where I am today. And if I can speak on behalf of all the classes 7 to 8, we came from a community of love and we know the struggle. And that's what makes us who we are today. It's about helping people and serving people in our community. And I love Atmore, and I want to continue to see Atmore go forward the way it is today. Thank you.
Ms. Exactly. I'm proud to be from Atmore, Alabama, and raised in the perfect community.
Praise the Lord, everyone. I say that because on all the classes represented here, so many of us have lost a lot of classmates. So we're blessed to be here tonight. And there is a lot of history in this building tonight. I'm one of the last group that made the cut. We made the cut, class of 1981. I entered the Escambia County Training School in the 2nd grade, 1969-70 year. And my most fondest memory of that, let me back up a little. I agree with Ann, but it had become Escambia County Middle School by the time I made it to Mr. McCarty. But that man terrified me too. But my fondest memory was with our great person, Mr. Grissett. His thing was, single file, single file, single file, Johnson, single file. And then no scatter not going out with him. And the main thing about with all classes, everybody always think their class is the best, of course. But with all classes, we all got to be close because we spent all our time together. 12 years, we all spent together. So you got to know that you were like family. And I love the class of 1981. And I'd like to thank all you classes before us for paving the way. God bless you all.
Good. Those was just great stories. Let's see, I want to give y'all just a quickly tidbit of history. I know integration, I've heard y'all talk about going over across the track, but do you all know that in 1967, that was the year that I graduated, do y'all know that that was really the first class that went over there? Did y'all know that? We had 2, Barbara and Helen. Y'all help me with this. It was Mary Johnson Rothschild and Mary Fry. They were the 2 who graduated. We're talking 1967. And Cynthia talking about going over and want to come back. Well, I went over in 1967. And I remember walking down the hallway the first day, and all of the fellas saw me coming, and they all just backed against the locker, but to let me pass, but nobody said anything ugly. But I went home that day and I cried my little eyes out. I said, Mommy, I want to go back. I want to go back. And she said, well, let's go talk to Mr. McCoy. He didn't want to do it, but he said, okay, Travis. Miss Annie, tell Travis she can come back. So I came back and graduated with Barbara Poole in 1967. It wasn't for me mean treatment. Well, I wasn't over there that long to find out anyway. But I just missed all my classmates. I had been with these folks folks since the first grade, and I didn't want to leave them. But just know though, it did happen before 1971. It was 1967 because we had, like Robert Pooh said, we had 2 graduates in 1967 from Escambia County High School. I just want to throw that in sometimes, you know. But anyway, I understand we got a drawing. We need to look at our tickets. We need to get our tickets, Barbara. Okay, Barbara, you got to talk to me a little louder because I can't. I guess I just don't have my hearing aid plugged in. Announcement. Let's see. Hold on just a second. I think she gave me something earlier. She had the fundraising committee, Barbara Pooh had, because this is, they are going to award scholarships later on. Martha Bell Stewart Wilson. Y'all talk to me, I can't hear what you're saying. What's going on, guys? We don't know what's going on. We lost. Okay, I'm gonna let Barbara, you might need to come up here and tell us about these tickets or whatever. But anyway, they would like to acknowledge 2 additional donors who contributed after the program was printed, and they are Ms. Keith Hamilton Whitberg, class of 1965, and Mrs. Denise Mosby, class of 1968. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and get this done. Okay? Let's start with the person who traveled the longest miles, the person who came the longest distance to attend this reunion is Winston Ballard of California. We got someone that came all the way from California. Can y'all believe that? Ballard. You know who that is? Okay. So what does he get? Does he get anything? Okay. Well, where is he? Winston, are you in the house? Are you in the house? Okay, I guess he stepped out for a minute. Okay, we just want to acknowledge him. All right, the highest number of attendees, class of 1965 with 20. All right. Class of 65, okay. And also, the class of 1966 was a total of 16. Rubenel, that's you guys? All right, give them a hand clap. Class of 1964 with a total of 16. Your 9 looks like a 4, I'm sorry. But 1969 was 16 total. Where's 69? Right here. Yay! All right. And also class of 1967 with a total of 12. All right, Bob Pooh, that's us. Come on, 67. All righty. Don't be shy. Okay. And okay, we are not asking for donations tonight. With God's blessing, we'll reach out to y'all next year. We have ECTS greeting cards available for $5. Each includes a picture of our school. All proceeds will go towards our fundraiser, and that is for our underserved scholarship. And do you guys do the nursing home as well, Barbara, and to the residents of the nursing home? We also have past alumni
gatherings program available featuring a group picture, and they are free. And I want to give a shout out to a man who's in the back. He's videotaping everything. He's a quiet-spirited man, and he's also a pastor, Bishop Wayne Johnson. Y'all give him a hand. This man is catching it all on tape. But I have a question though to you and Barbara. Will there be clips available for anybody who wants them? Pastor Johnson?
Yes.
Okay. Well, how will we get them? Just go through Barbara?
We're going to put, once I get it done, we'll put it on my YouTube channel, and we'll send the link out to whoever want it. Everybody have access to it. We'll split it in two because it's so long. That way we have two parts. You can watch either one. And also we'll make a hard copy as well on USB thumb drive. If you want on the thumb drive, we can get you that as well.
Okay. And I didn't mention, and he's so modest, but Bishop Johnson has a television ministry, online ministry. He has a television network, WJM TV, WJM TV. So you can go online and just tune in, and you can see interviews that he's done with people here locally. I'm surprised he didn't get some of you all to come on this show and videotape you, but and if you want to donate to that, you can see that, when you go to WJM TV, okay? I just had to put that in because he's been so patient back there just capturing all of this for us, okay? Y'all remember not too many years ago, we didn't have this capability. And just like Conan and her group, they did a lot of that with AI, which you guys have seen. Conan and her sister Rainey, these folks are engineers, okay? And they are our next generation. They will be taking over. We hate to say it, but y'all know this is not our home, okay? So I'm gonna leave it just like that. But the next generation are being trained. So anyway, I just had to do that. So what's next, Barbara? Is it time for you guys, because we got to get out of here? Is it, what now? You know what? I'm going to give you this night. You need to get up here. She's very shy, but you need to get up here and talk. Okay, right here.
Good evening, Escambia County Primary School. Good evening, ECTS, and all the honoring, and good evening to everyone. Tonight we are. I like to say one thing on my day off. On my graduating day, in the last day that we went, we got our diploma and we returned back to our classroom and we said our goodbye and farewell. And some of them are already planned. Some are planning to go to the airport. Some are planning to go to college, New York, and far away as California. And some of them don't know directly what we're going to take. But we see that we all made it. And now we'll have our drawing and our. You're going to ask our, because the Chris said to put the first one.
Aaron Johnson Tolman, class of 1960. Gentlemen, is Janet May Johnson. She gone? We have a hard time.
This is Andrea Stauber. Andrea, A-N-D-R-E-A, Stauber.
need that set up.